Hey everyone, what's up? How are ya? Hope you're fine. My name is Anya. It's time for some scary videos again. So get whatever you need, get comfy, something to cuddle with, or cover your face, and see you in a second. Let's go.
The following
Oh,
video comes from James Fodder, who recently bought a doll from a
God,
secondhand store.
dolls again.
Apparently, the doll is worth a lot more than what the store was selling it for.
Oh my God.
For this reason,
You
James
kind of.
had bought the doll. However,
Oh
ever
my.
since bringing it home, strange things have been happening. From hearing strange noises at night, to seeing doors open and close on their own. James suspects that the doll might be responsible for the unusual activity in his house. And so, he decides to record the doll in front of a camera inside an empty room. He hopes to capture footage of something that would prove it's haunted. Initially, nothing odd is captured in the first few days of recording, but then one night, something very strange happens. Now the camera that he uses is programmed to move wherever it picks up movement, so if something moves, it will point to that object. We can see it doing that in this footage, but strangely, the camera pans around the room as though it's picking up movement from somewhere. This is what was captured.
Confused camera, huh? Maybe just some malfunctioning camera? I mean, you know what I always say. Everything's crap nowadays that you buy. Maybe it's just not working correctly. Or well, properly. Or maybe there's a little fly or bug that's causing it to move. Or mosquito or
Could it be that
spider
the
or
camera is
whatever.
detecting an unseen presence? Or is it just not functioning properly? Although it's likely that there's a problem with the camera, something really creepy happens 2 nights later inside the room, which has made him think that the camera was actually picking up something. James is away from home when the following happens. He writes, "Just wow. I've been leaving the closets open in case anyone thinks I'm hiding inside. I don't even know what to say." This is what was captured.
I thought the doors were going to be closed now. No! What was that? Looked like a, what was the movie called?
Out of James's
Critters?
bathroom comes out what appears to be a dark,
When
shapeless figure.
they roll
It
around.
seems to dart across the floor before disappearing from sight. James believes that this may have been the apparition that was being picked up earlier by the camera. He also thinks that this mysterious figure might be attached to the doll. Ever since then, he's been filming more at night. Little does he know that he would eventually capture something more terrifying than this. James is sleeping in his room upstairs when the following happens.
Oh, it finally moved! Alright! Hmm. Maybe the camera has some function, some built-in function, or some setting that makes it move like that. Because what I just noticed is that it keeps moving back and forth, left and right, and it always zooms in on the same places. So maybe there's some preset function that the guy who installed it kind of missed when he set it up, or forgot to turn off. And it's not even a malfunction, that it's just some setting to make sure it records everything. Oh god, it moved again. Oh Jesus. Dolls just creep me the fuck out.
All of a sudden, the doll moves on its own. It appears to move for just a few seconds before abruptly stopping. Feeling very unsettled, James posts the footage online to see if anyone could explain this video. It's not sure if he'll continue to hold on to this doll, given what occurred, but it might be best if he keeps it locked up inside this room, as an occurrence like this definitely warrants it. As always, what are your thoughts on this?
Maybe
had something paranormal occurred, or had something else happened?
What that was supposed to be? Tumbleweed? Maybe you should burn the
following
doll
video shows,
and then see if some kind of dark smoke maybe comes out of it, and that would be proof of a ghost, wouldn't it? I mean, it's never before has anything been burned with dark smoke coming out of it. Oh wait, dark smoke, and wasn't there when the Pope dies there's dark smoke, isn't there?
The priest, who's about to give a sermon when something really creepy happens. Although not much info is given on the video, the title of
I thought the lamps were gonna fall over until I noticed the guys.
The clip says it all, which reads, "A priest is about to give a speech, but immediately hears screams." The clip is pretty unsettling to say the least. This is what was captured.
I want to make some evil remarks again, but I won't. I just, ugh.
El Señor esté con ustedes y con tu espíritu.
The kids did too. The screams of the dad.
Lectura del Santo Evangelio según San Juan.
Don't say it. I'm sorry.
The priest was immediately caught off guard upon hearing the mysterious screams. According to those who attended the ceremony, the priest had to end the mass immediately after this. No one knows why the mass had to end so soon, but there is no denying that the screams had something to do with this. Whether paranormal or not, the sudden occurrence of this mysterious scream is unnerving on its own, but with everyone else's reaction to the cry, it makes it even more frightening. This recording was taken about 4 months ago, and still, no one knows where the cries had come from. As with most videos, this one remains a mystery.
Why? It was just a random cry outside on the streets. You know how many times I hear cries outside when I have the windows open? I mean, especially with tons of kids outside. They cry and scream and yell and make noise like hell. They're not as bad as the fucking lawnmowers and leaf blowers, but I'd rather hear kids screaming than lawnmowers and leaf blowers. And yeah, it's just noisy outside in the streets. So, I mean, I have no clue. Did they say what country it was? Where the church is situated? Is it a little village or a big city? There's tons of reasons for people to be screaming around outside.
Marissa Rachel is a YouTube vlogger who owns a channel by the same name and uploads videos that she and her sister make. Marissa's videos can be described as being lighthearted with a laid-back quality to them, as she often appears happy and relaxed in almost every video. But one video in particular shows Marissa behaving strangely. The happy Marissa that everyone knows acts completely different in the following vlog, which was posted after a disturbing incident that took place in her home. She talks about this incident, but looks very uncomfortable while doing so. Something has made her feel uneasy, and it's clear that it's left her disturbed.
basically what happened is I left the camera rolling and left my room for a minute, and something very creepy was caught on camera. I was filming one of my back to school videos, and it was actually kind of weird because I was filming it at night, and I don't normally film at night. Normally I film during the daytime because the lighting's better and stuff. And I was also filming alone, which was really, really weird because normally Shauna's like in the room with me helping me film, but she wasn't home, so I was filming alone. So it was late at night.
She further specifies that it was midway through the recording when she left the room to grab something that she would show in the video but forgot. It was during this time though, when she was gone, that the creepy occurrence was caught on camera. And so, after telling us what happened, she then shows us the video in question. She plays the footage at the point where she leaves the room and shows us this.
To go get them. And I turned off all the lights except for one. My parents are always yelling at me if I don't turn off the lights, so I didn't want them to.
Aw, parents.
And I did keep one light on just so that I would be able to find my way back in the dark. So I'm actually fast forwarding the footage right now. There's about 2 minutes just staring out the wall. You can't really tell that it's being fast forwarded because there's nothing really going on, but yeah, this part was just a little boring.
Oh, the camera's moving. I guess it just wasn't,
It is at this point that the camera begins to move.
I mean, look at there's a big fat, what is it called? I forgot what it's called, but those things are usually 5 times as heavy as the camera, so of course, you know, gravity and shit. It probably just wasn't screwed on tightly enough, or the camera on the tripod or whatever thing it's standing on.
Slowly. But there's actually nothing odd about this, as according to Marissa, her tripod can only support the weight of her camera for so long before tilting. As we can see, the camera is doing exactly that. But once it's done tilting, the camera sees this.
Goes back up. Oh. Why do I should wait with my explanations? I mean, I could have, you know, not needed to notice that when I said that it's normal, it starts dipping. Oh Jesus, fuck! That's creepy as. How does a hand fit?
A doll's hand can be seen laying about before quickly receding away from view. Upon rewatching the clip, the hand moves away immediately after being spotted by the camera. It's almost as though it didn't want to be seen.
I just, at first I thought it was a human hand. That's why I was saying, how can a human being, unless it's a really small child, fit into these squashed...
Marissa hadn't noticed this until her sister watched the video and saw the plastic hand. Understandably, Marissa was left disturbed.
Yeah.
She was left disturbed for the longest time, but based on recent uploads, it seems that she's feeling a lot better now as she's back to her usual self. To this day, neither she nor her sister could explain this creepy footage. But of course, I'll let you be the judge of whether or not the video's real. Had something paranormal occurred, or had something else been captured?
Well, if it wasn't done on purpose?
This next video comes from Jack Steffens, who spent the night at a hotel that is considered to be the most haunted hotel in the US. The hotel in question is known as the Biltmore Hotel, which is located over in Providence, Rhode Island, and its history is lingered with paranormal activity. From seeing objects move on their own, to hearing laughter from parties that can't be found, former guests of the hotel have encountered things that they couldn't explain. And just like those who've stayed here before, Jack Steffens encounters something beyond explanation. Late one evening, Jack is lying in bed inside his hotel room, when all of a sudden, the bathroom door inside the room shuts itself forcefully. A few minutes pass, and the door opens all on its own, but then closes again immediately.
Okay, I'd be out.
Terrified by this incident, Jack proceeds to grab his camera and records the following. This is what he captured.
Wait, if the hotel is known to be the most haunted in America, and these things happen frequently, maybe they prepared the hotel rooms. Maybe there's some kind of, what's the word? No, not aperture to have doors open and close, or maybe there's little speakers hidden to have the laughter go, so that some to have the guests come, to keep the guests coming to record all the creepy ghost hauntings. I wouldn't be amazed.
All right,
if
you
that
can
was
see
the
that the
case.
bathroom is
I
down
would
there.
do it if that was my hotel. I would scare the shit out of my
The bathroom door
guests.
is the one that has been slamming itself by apparently unseen forces. I'm going to stand here for a couple minutes. If it happens again, then I'm going to catch it on video.
Yeah, but if you
If it doesn't happen again, then I'm going to set my camera down and try to just let it sit there and wait and catch it when it happens.
I mean, now somebody could be standing behind the door. I'm sorry, I got these trust issues, but now anyone could be hiding behind that door and just give it a little push and it'll slam shut.
Did you see that?
Yep. So now prove to me that room is empty.
I cannot believe I got that on video.
I'd be screaming my head off if that was me alone in that room.
I cannot believe I got that.
But then I wouldn't.
There is nobody in this room
in a haunted hotel.
except for me.
Well, show me. Well, now whoever was hiding behind the door can leave. Ugh. What's the purpose of showing that? Nope, sorry.
That is the freakiest thing ever.
Well, okay, it's totally flat,
There's
but there
nobody
still
back
could have
here,
been
right?
somebody behind him that already left.
The door suddenly closes on its own, as though someone had slammed it hard.
Yeah.
Based on this recording, we can tell that Jack was left baffled. Now, if Jack hadn't recorded the inside of this bathroom, the authenticity of this video might have been called into question. It could have been that someone was hiding inside and waiting to close the door at the right time. However, as Jack shows us, no one is inside the bathroom.
But he didn't show us the picture of the whole bathroom at the same time. He just showed us a part, and there's minutes, somebody could have danced around in the back and we can't see it.
Given the history of this hotel, it seems that something unexplainable was caught on camera. But of course, I'll pass the judgment over to you. Did something paranormal occur in Jack's room? Or is there a possible explanation for what Jack had encountered?
Or maybe, oh god, let's go all crazy. Maybe they have secret passages and secret doors and doorways and whatnot in that hotel. So maybe there was a real person in there who slammed the door shut and then disappeared off into a secret passage. Oh god, that's even more creepy than ghosts. Imagine
If you caught something creepy,
you're sleeping there and then some person walks in through a hidden door and looks at you and goes through your stuff and does, I don't even want to imagine what.
creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. Lauren Combs and her dog Luna live in a house located in the middle of nowhere. Nothing but woods surround her home, and very few people come and visit as she lives in a secluded area far from everyone else. Although Lauren lives in complete isolation, something very strange happened not too long ago that's made her wonder if she's actually alone. One night, while walking her dog through the woods, her dog Luna begins to act strange. The following is the video she took.
Luna. Luna.
Dog sensing something, huh? What was their movement? Was there anything? I couldn't see anything.
Go home. Luna, go home.
Why is she sending the dog home?
No. Luna, come on. Stop.
It seems that her dog Luna is sensing someone or something nearby. Yet, there appears to be nothing suspicious in sight. Now, like with most dogs, it could be that Luna had seen a squirrel or some small rodent, thus causing her to react this way. However, this wouldn't be the only time Luna acts strange, as on a different night, Lauren records the following behavior from Luna.
What? What is wrong with you? Luna. What is wrong? What? What? Your big head, what?
I want to pet her as well. She looks so
What?
good.
Based on these two videos, viewers believe that Luna is sensing something which cannot be seen. Whatever it might be, viewers think that Luna is trying to protect her owner from this unknown presence. Ever since then, she's been acting more strange. But then one day, the strangest thing happened. As Lauren is resting at home, the following is caught on camera.
Why did she have the camera out when she went to answer the doorbell? Has that happened before, that the doorbell rang multiple times without anyone being there? So she wanted to record it this time, or why? Why else
Luna,
would
come
she
on.
have the camera out? I mean, if my doorbell rings, I don't automatically, oh, I have to, get my camera, I have to record it. Maybe it's a malfunctioning doorbell.
It goes without saying, but Lauren was shaken up by this incident. If no one had been at the front door, then how was the doorbell going off on its own?
Maybe it got wet.
It's
or
because of this
moist,
incident that Lauren thinks her house is haunted.
Shit like that.
Although some think that this might have been caused by an electrical problem, thus causing the constant ringing, others believe that something else is going on. One incident in particular, though, has led them to believe that the house might actually be haunted. Luckily, Lauren was able to capture this odd occurrence on her security camera. Take a look.
That happened to me before, just because the books were stacked crappily.
Out of nowhere, the books on the shelf fall to the ground as though they were pushed off forcefully. Like most viewers, Lauren can't think of anything to explain this. But as always,
Gravity?
what do you think? Could it be that Lauren is actually experiencing paranormal activity? Or is there something else going on? Feel free to share what you think down below.
That was just...
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.
No, I think the books were just stacked sloppily and probably slanted, and then it's just a matter of time. It can take a year, but at some point they'll just fall down. Nah, but at least fresh videos, fresh well, food for thought. Yeah, kinda. I'm really enjoying this more and more, trying to figure out how they do it, or what's going on. So yeah, what do you guys think, huh? Let me know. And I hope you guys had fun watching as well. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day or a great night, and see you in the next video. Bye.